Welcome everyone to the second annual Circle of Stars. Uh, we have people who are continuing to join us. We have a great group, and I understand if those of you who saw that we're live streaming, we have millions more across the world, across the globe on the internet. Well, maybe not yet, but that's where we're headed to one day. Hi, I'm Tom Donaldson. I am with FASD United. I first have to apologize for not having the cool background that my colleagues all do, the Circle of Stars, a night in celebration of the FASD community. But as we were testing that out, everyone thought I looked like a Smurf or I don't know, maybe a ghoul or something. And while it may be a better look, I'll dispense with that for the evening. This is the time of year, of course, for celebrations, holidays, family, indeed. In my case, maybe a little gluttony. I can't help it. But it's a time for us to come together as our FASD family, one of which for us is one of the important gatherings of the year. It's really become a highlight for FASD United. As we were talking about tonight and putting together the event, we were recalling last year and how much fun we had, the decision really to make this an annual event, and it was really exciting. Other events and other activities can be a lot of work. This really wasn't. It's labor of love, and it was brings us to tonight where you're all here. So we're very, very happy, and it's a highlight, and it's sort of a virtual State of the Union or State of the Organization for us. We're very proud of our dedication and our important work and grateful to you. So tonight you're going to meet the team. You know most of us, but we do have some new folks. You'll hear about our work. You know most of that, but it's expanding. We have some new things in store. And yes, we're going to ask you for a few dollars, and we hope that through your generosity, you will support us. If you're fortunate enough to give, and FASD United is one of your favorite charities, we are going to make it very easy for you tonight, thanks to Jen and the team. And I'll make sure I get this right. All you have to do to donate is to use your smartphone, your mobile phone, and text FASD to 56651. And then in reply, you'll get a link sent back to you, and you can follow that link, and you can make a donation of any amount. No amount is too small, and certainly no amount too large. And in fact, if you give $250 or more, we'll send you a special treat from Sugar Mama's Cookies. I think a lot of you know that's Heather and Thomas Morris's confectionery shop that supports the neurodiversity of FASD. So that's it. So you're going to hear from the team. You'll hear some highlights and this year's stars. I've been with the organization for so long. I think it was over 25 years ago that FASD United for the first time began recognizing sort of the notables, the superstars, the heroes in the field. And that's something that I think is very important to recognize all the great work that folks are doing. So of course, last year we established the Circle of Stars and the Star Award. And tonight you'll meet the honorees. And they're terrific, but they're really just a few of the special people in the sort of celestial star field, which you are all among and which you are included. So I hope everyone has fun. And remember, if you were here last year and you heard it mentioned, there'll be an after party where we can take the jackets off and loosen the ties and talk about the holidays, talk about the year that's been, the year that's coming, and our friends and family. We'll start with, we'll begin with the top, with our board chair. She's been sort of shining from the heavens on FASD United and the FASD field for over 25 years. So please welcome Kate Boyce.
Holiday greetings to you all. I'm Kate Boyce Reeder, board chair of FASD United and a major donor to the organization for many years. Tonight, I wanted to congratulate all the awardees you'll be hearing from. And I hope you enjoy the program, and I wanted to remind you also of this season of giving and how important it is for you all to continue supporting FASD United so we can expand the programs that help individuals and families with FASD. Also, I want to introduce to you one of our major donors who has been supportive in both in-kind giving through her terrific work for the affiliates of FASD United and for her personal giving.
Hi. Welcome, ho, 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 and happy holidays. Can you hear me? I'm Julia Rivera. I'm a North Texas FASD Network. I'm thrilled that we're meeting here this evening. When I think about FASD United, I think about how we struggled as a family. My son was not diagnosed accurately until he was turning 15. That means he had a childhood of pain and failure. And when I think back on that, he's 20 now almost. And when I think back on that, the enemy, the thing to overcome was mass ignorance, not only on the part of the public at large, but also on the part of professionals. So in order to conquer that, in order to overcome that, we need a joint effort. We need to band together as advocates for FASD, and that's what FASD United provides us, particularly with its affiliate network. Now, important announcement, Kate Boyce, who you just heard from, is matching donations tonight up to a maximum of $1,200. So make your buck go farther. It's a great night to donate. Now, when I think about FASD United, I think about the Policy and Training Center. Look at what it's done. It's only been in existence 2 years, and look at the traction that it's made because we are banding together. We've got the FASD Respect Act. We've got significant traction on it, which will revolutionize FASD in the United States. We've got the Family Navigator. I would have loved to have had that 5 years ago. Didn't exist at that point. We have a resource directory. We got something for birth moms. We got something for the impacted. We've got the Stars for Starla, which will emphasize what these kids are doing right, not constantly focusing on what they're doing wrong. So FASD United, we are stronger together. And I want to close with a quote from Margaret Mead. Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has, and that's us, FASD United.
Wow. Thank you so much, Julia. Thank you for your generosity. It's so deeply appreciated. Hi, everybody. I'm Andy Katcher. I'm the Communications Director at FASD United. And it has been my honor to have worked at FASD United for over 10 years and to lead our clearinghouse and our media center, which serves as the nation's leading hub for resources and information on FASD and the risks of alcohol and pregnancy. So our clearinghouse has a national resource directory of FASD-specific resources all across the country. It's searchable by state. It includes everything from diagnostic resources to interventions for children and adults. Also, I produce and edit the FASD United Weekly Roundup, which is our email newsletter that goes out every Monday afternoon. It features the latest news and updates from all across the FASD field and the FASD community. We have all the latest research articles, the latest news on FASD and alcohol and pregnancy-related issues from all around the world, both national news and some really cool local news stories that you may otherwise have missed about some incredible and inspiring people living with FASD. So just want to thank all our subscribers. Again, if you're not already subscribed, please sign up. You can just go to the FASD United website, or you can reach out to me by email, which is Katcher, my last name, Katcher, K-A-C-H-O-R, at fasdunited.org. Of course, you're always welcome to reach out to me and send anything that you'd like to have considered for inclusion in the weekly roundup. We're always looking for more great content. So along with the weekly roundup, the Clearinghouse and Media Center includes many print and digital education materials, as well as hundreds of videos that I've produced over the years featuring people living with FASD, sharing their lived experience, including many children and adults, as well as family members, a lot of birth mothers sharing their stories to try to reduce stigma, many videos and presentations from the leading experts on FASD. So we got researchers, medical professionals, legal experts, educators, many others. All our videos can be found on our YouTube channel on our website. So the Clearinghouse also includes our very active social media channels. across Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, which my amazing colleague, Cassidy Gonzalez, our social media expert, she's going to talk about much more a little later in tonight's program. So just want to say thank you so much to everyone for joining us tonight on Zoom. A big congratulations to all of our incredible Star Award winners. I'm so excited to hear from soon. And please consider making a donation tonight to FASD United so that we continue all of our great work. So now I would like to introduce another one of our amazing colleagues for you to hear from.
Hello, I'm Heather French, a family navigator here at FASD United. The Family Navigation Program is new to FASD United this year, and I'm honored to be part of it. This year, I've had the pleasure of assisting over 400 families, individuals, and professionals connect with resources and find information they needed. At times, it can be challenging when the resources they are looking for are not readily available in their immediate area like they'd been hoping. One of my favorite parts of being a family navigator is getting to connect with individuals and letting them know they're not alone on their journey with FASD. Sometimes all they need to hear is that someone understands what they're going through and may have been through similar things. It can be about needing connections to resources, but often it's about needing connection to others to make the journey a little easier. Your donation to FASD United helps build connections between those needing resources to those who can provide them. Thank you.
Susan, you're muted.
I'm muted. I'm sorry. You guys didn't hear my clever. I love seeing my name in stars. But good evening, everyone. I'm Susan Shepard Carlson, and I'm on the board of directors, incoming chair. I'm so excited about that, and currently chair of the Policies Center. I just want to welcome everybody who's online and on Facebook. That's so exciting. I've never been on Facebook Live. So FASD United has been at the forefront of national FASD policy for many years. But as we all know, we took it to a new level and with the FASD Respect Act. You know, and as a former basketball player, I really love sports analogies and the lessons that I've learned from sports. And I think our work on the Respect Act, there's two important lessons. And I think it's for anything in life, really. And it's teamwork and persistence. And I think we have done both of those the last 2 years. Through our advocacy and more, I would say our passion for this issue, we have become a team, a community, and we have been relentlessly persistent. And I think we're all guilty of that. But that's why we are a community. In my 2.5 decades of work on this issue, have never seen such enthusiasm and determination on FASD advocacy. It has been an incredible 2 years with so many of you here tonight, and also maybe you're on Facebook and around the country. It has truly been a game changer. Thank you so much, and please give yourself a round of applause. Together, we met hundreds of members of Congress and their staff. We have had nearly 500 constituent-driven meetings with advocates from over 42 states. You have told your lived stories to lawmakers and staff. You have moved the needle. Your advocacy has helped garner bipartisan, bicameral support. To date, we have 74 House co-sponsors from 22 states, and now we have 10 senators. We just got Senator Stabenow from Michigan today, and that's 7 states. Your advocacy has also garnered over 300 national, state, and local organizations who've signed on to support the FASD Respect Act. And this support comes from organizations on foster and adoptive care, mental and medical health, education, substance abuse, and so the list goes on. But there's always a but. We aren't quite past the finish line. And I have to say, we are reasonably, fingers crossed, toes crossed, that our advocacy and our legislative champions working so hard in the next few weeks, days, we will see action on the FASD Respect Act this Congress. So stay tuned on that front. My FASD family, this community, this united effort has only just begun. Respect Act is just a start. This is not just a one and done. So as incoming FASD United Board Chair, I humbly ask for your support to keep and sustain this effort. And I just want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart. So now I would like to introduce our first FASD United Circle of Star awardee, the Circle of Service Award, to someone we all know and love, Sister Suzette Fisher. Sister Suzette has dedicated her life to serving others with the Sisters of Notre Dame in Toledo, Ohio for over 50 years. And for over 3 decades, she has been a tireless advocate for individuals living with FASD and a true champion in the national effort to prevent alcohol-exposed pregnancies. Sister Suzette officially retired earlier this year, but as all of us in the field know, you really never retire from FASD advocacy. And so she continues to provide FASD training. Thank you so much, Sister Suzette, for all of your years of service. So please welcome our Circle of Service Star Award winner, Sister Suzette Fisher.
What an auspicious occasion. I feel so honored and humbled to be recognized by FASD United with the Circle of Stars Award. I'm grateful to the committee who chose me. After ministering for 22 years in education, 30 years ago, I began ministering at Double Arc Center for Fetal Alcohol Spectrum Disorders to children and families affected by prenatal alcohol exposure. I've been blessed to be involved in training parents, teachers, service providers, medical and juvenile justice system professionals about FASD. One of the most gratifying experiences has been working with researchers and clinicians throughout the country. I believe this is not just my ministry. It was initiated and sponsored by the Sisters of Notre Dame, who also deserve this award. Like our founder says, it is a way of reaching those who are most vulnerable. I feel confident that Bree Megacy and Tara Smith will continue this ministry. As you well know, alcohol is more damaging to the developing brain than any other drug, causing permanent brain damage. It's been my privilege to advocate for children and families affected by FASD and to help them succeed. They are dear to my heart. I challenge you to help get the message out about alcohol and pregnancy that don't mix. We also need to do all we can to support the FASD Respect Act. I would like to thank Tom, Kathy, Susan, and their staff, as well as the affiliates, for this award. Thank you again for this honor.
I am so incredibly grateful for everyone who took time out of their Friday night to be here tonight. Thank you. I'm Jen Wisdall, and it has been my great honor to be part of the FASD United Policy Center for the last 2 years. I have gotten to know many of you on a personal level and been able to walk alongside many of you on your advocacy journey. Some of you were way further along than I was when I started, and some of you have come along with me. We are this close to getting the FASD Respect Act passed, and that is due to the work of all of you, due to everyone coming together united as a community. The award I'm about to present for advocacy could go to many, many people in the United States. and beyond. Tonight it is going to someone who used their advocacy to bring hope and believes in advocacy by bringing people alongside her. I am very pleased to announce that the Advocate of the Year is going to Annette Koonsman. Annette Koonsman is the president of the FASD Network of Southern California, works with FASD Now, a coalition, a very broad coalition of practitioners, advocates, organizations in California that have been working together on state legislation. Annette volunteers her time freely and supports others in shining doing the work of advocacy. When we did not have advocates to reach out in Nebraska and Connecticut and beyond, Annette found family members and made the appointments. Annette worked in conjunction with the FASD Network of Northern California to blanket the state of California with meetings to support the FASD Respect Act. I am so grateful and honored to call her a friend, a colleague, and someone walking this advocacy journey alongside me. Thank you, Annette, for everything you do.
Thank you. Thank you, Jen, for that wonderful introduction. And thank you for this honor. And if I were to take my son Dave's advice, I would stop there. He said, that's all I need to say. Still, I feel a need to say more. First, I really appreciate this recognition, as I know there are so many worthy candidates who've worked hard and obtained amazing results this past year. I had the chance to meet so many over Zoom and in Washington, D.C. this last September. So to be selected among all of you is truly an honor. Probably what tipped the vote in my favor is the success of the legislative initiative to get FASD under the other health impaired category for special education services. This is truly a landmark policy. You all know we're only the second or third state to do this, but to have California make the step is seismic. I'm accepting this award on behalf of all my family, friends, and colleagues that made 2022 successful. Above all, I want to thank my neglected husband, for without him, I would not be able to do this work. Now, I'm going to use a sports analogy too, and this time it's going to be football in honor of Jen, since she doesn't understand anything about football. I feel like the quarterback that burst into the end zone for a touchdown. I made it to the end zone, but wouldn't have scored without our team's players, coaches, staff, fans, great game plan, knowledge learned from bad luck, good luck pushing us forward, and using history as our guide. This is how I feel. There were so many before that did sod-breaking work, and many beside me at FASD Now making significant contributions, that because of them and you, FASD United and affiliates, I happen to be the one recognized for clawing our way across the goal line. So thank you. And now, part of our advocacy was raising awareness about the significant need for the FASD Respect Act and gaining co-sponsors for the bicameral bill. One of our earliest co-sponsors was Senator Susan Collins of Maine, who is going to share why she supports the FASD Respect Act.
I'm proud to be a co-sponsor of the bipartisan FASD Respect Act. It would strengthen federal, state, tribal, and local programs and funding to address these heartbreaking conditions.
Good evening. I'm Mike Anderson, and as a member of the FASD United Board, I'm so happy to join tonight's celebration. You know, we are so fortunate to have congressional champions like you just heard from Senator Susan Collins, And as soon as I finish, you'll hear from two more, Senators Lisa Murkowski and Amy Klobuchar, who are the co-sponsors of the FASD Respect Act. You know, the other night, I was kind of thinking through this, and about the other night, I took my dog out for a walk and had an opportunity to look up at the fabric that is our night sky. And as you can imagine, it was filled with so many stars, some that have shined so brilliantly for millions of years. You know, I saw the planets that travel rather quickly through the sky. And yes, there are even a few bright meteors that surprised me that quickly moved through the sky and then left that night sky, their heavenly mission achieved. Our night sky would not be so fulfilling, so grand, so glorious without each contribution to that fabric. So tonight is not just about one star or one constellation or planet or that meteor that dazzled us with its contribution, albeit in such a short period of time. Tonight is about all of us. It's about all of you, about the families, the caregivers, the FASD staff, the advocates, the affiliate organizations, the congressional champions, the state and federal agencies and their work, and most importantly, about those who have come into our lives with an FASD. Tonight, we each have an opportunity to make a difference in those lives. So, I know times are tough. Please take time to give what you can. But you say, okay, here you know what? Get about $5. Yeah, that's appreciated because in the total picture, every bit helps. $5 buys a pack of pens, $10 printer paper, $25 goes a long way through our printer cartridges, which are pretty expensive these days. Importantly, they all contribute to the fabric of serving our families. So please, please, please give. And you know what? The next time you go out at night, pause to take a look at the magnificence that is above you. And let it serve to remind you that even among many, without you, that picture is just not complete. So now let's hear from Senators Lisa Murkowski and Amy Klobuchar. Thank you very much.
To help prevent future generations from being impacted by FASD, I have worked with advocates back home and across the nation to create legislation that develops a comprehensive approach to prenatal substance exposure. As we know, Congress does not move quickly on almost anything, but that's why we so need and appreciate the persistent advocacy and education efforts from organizations such as FASD United.
For over 30 years, FASD United has provided a voice and advocated for all those touched by FASD, and its leadership today couldn't be more important. This issue has brought people together. For a lot of lawmakers, Democrats and Republicans alike, this is bigger than the partisanship that can somehow divide us. That's why Senator Murkowski and I are working together to advance the FASD Respect Act.
Hi, I'm Chris Melfi, and I'm thrilled to be able to call myself the newest FASD United team member. Now, when you call our offices here in Washington, I'm the real live person you'll get to talk to. Although I came on less than 1 month ago, I've already witnessed the direct impact this organization has on people's lives and how much it will grow in the coming years. At our Red Shoes Gala last month, I was lucky enough to meet an FASD changemaker named Maggie, who came all the way from Ireland to attend the gala. She mentioned how nice it was to come to the gala and feel like a celebrity, which my coworker Jen Wisdahl verified, telling her that her own kids would be jealous she got to meet Maggie. On a night with presentations from members of Congress, it was her comment that stuck with me, and I'm really glad she got to feel like the star she is. One way you can help us continue to have this effect on people's lives and to continue to grow is to consider purchasing this year's Stars for Starla ornament, which is designed by 16-year-old Brenna, who wants people to know that people living with FASD have many strengths and talents. Our Stars for Starla campaign aims to raise awareness of FASD while celebrating the victories, large and small, of people living with FASD. As part of this program, you can nominate an individual for a star award at any time in recognition of their strengths and victories, and we'll send them a certificate in honor of their excellence. I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight, give a big congratulations to all of our winners, and I hope that everyone has a happy and healthy holiday. Presenting our next award is FASD United board member and self-advocate, Lucas Daniel Boyce.
My name is Lucas Daniel Boyce, and it is an honor to share with you in celebration of all our Circle of Stars honorees this evening. During this holiday season of celebration, reflection, and gratitude, I'm reminded of God's incredible grace, mercy, and compassion in blessing my life despite the exposure to drugs and alcohol during my prenatal development. I was once an orphan in desperate need of saving. Born to an 18-year-old woman named Carol, the circumstances surrounding my birth were neither perfect nor ideal. Regardless of the circumstances surrounding my birth, however, my foster care mom and later adoptive mom, Dorothy, encouraged me to embrace what King David once wrote in Psalms 139 when he proclaimed that all of us are fearfully and wonderfully made. My life experiences have driven me to write a book about the circumstances surrounding my birth and God's mercy and grace in empowering me to accomplish incredible dreams despite the lifelong impact of FASD. As such, I'm a staunch advocate and have been blessed to bring awareness of FASD to both local and national leaders. I currently work for Orange County, Florida Mayor Jerry L. Demings, and I'm thankful that he and our senior staff have provided me a platform with which to drive awareness and support both locally, statewide, and at the national level, our common goal. I've delivered speeches to community stakeholders, lawyers, teachers, healthcare providers, and anyone else willing to listen and support our cause. I have lobbied my local congresswoman in support of the FASD Respect Act and can't wait to do even more in the years and decades to come. And now I have the distinct honor and privilege of introducing this year's Star Award recipient for awareness. A young man who has overcome much in his 24 short years on this earth, Kenny LaJoy is a unique blend of intellect and cognitive challenges. An international adoptee who was adopted at the age of 8 years old from Kyrgyzstan, Kenny was diagnosed with FASD at 17 years of age. Though his impairments are significant, Kenny has chosen a path of interdependence and hope and is thriving because of that important choice. Kenny is also now the sole operator of Buckaroo Slices and Scoops, pizza and ice cream business in Montrose, Colorado, where he hires others with cognitive and developmental delays. Kenny is slowly taking seminary courses online as he works towards his goal of becoming a minister. Kenny is a gift to his family and all those who know him, and we are witnesses to his determination, grit, and drive to overcome the obvious obstacles those with FASD face. And now, without further ado, please join me in welcoming an inspiration to thousands, our trailblazing hero, Kenny LaJoy.
Thank you all for this great honor and recognition of my work in raising awareness around FASD. I have so many people to thank, but in particular, I want to thank my mom, Cindy LaJoy, and my aunt, Candy Ashingen, who are my editors and my biggest cheerleaders. I also want to acknowledge Natalie Vecchione from FASD Hope Podcast, who guided me and supported me every step of the way during my publishing and advertising for my book. I could not have succeeded without her dedication. I wrote this book as much for myself as I did for others, as I needed something to affirm and remind me that it was okay, that I was okay, and that my disabilities were okay. It has been a comforting thought to know that others also needed this reminder and affirmation, and that my book is making a difference. I didn't expect this honor, and I am filled with gratitude for this recognition. I hope to keep contributing to our growing and diverse community and movement that is elevating this critically important issue to the forefront of our society, so that fewer people suffer behind this invisible disability. Thank you all once again for this great honor.
Hi Hi guys, my name is Cassidy Gonzalez. I'm coming up on 1 year as a media associate with FASD United, and I'm here to discuss the vital role of social media and celebrate all of our star awardees with you. As the sister of both adopted and foster siblings with FASDs, I want to emphasize the roles of positivity and hope within this community. They are imperative to the outreach and functionality of a message, especially one that's focused on aiding people throughout their lifespans with a disability that is less likely to be publicly discussed or funded. Social media is a global communications and advocacy system at the tips of our fingers, and it simplifies the processes of that which used to require physicality or transportation. Although I'm sure I could convince my colleagues to ride horses across the country for the delivery of all our materials. Jen and Andy, I'm sure, would be down. An example of this in action would be our upcoming first quarter Yes, I Can campaign for 2023. This 13-week collection features information from numerous areas of the community, such as direct quotes from relevant sources, FASD research, and tools for self-advocacy. Campaigns like this one allow FASD United's message to have a really long-lasting impact with an easily shareable quality. It is our goal here of this department to promote an array of genuine and impactful resources that can be put on a state, federal, and even international level. We help connect professionals, self-advocates, and youth who have the desire to learn about and promote healthy pregnancies in people. Our media materials are harnessed in order to increase the extent of response and endorsement from all of those involved, which includes all of you, both in person and online. We're so excited for this brand new year of FASD-centered social media. And if you may see the value in this program and others like it, and if you have the means tonight, I just wanted to offer a consideration of donating to FASD United for this holiday season so we can keep programs like this alive and running and promoting more modern materials. So thank you to everyone joining us here tonight. It is now my pleasure to hand the virtual torch over to Dr. Beth Bartlett.
I'm Dr. Elizabeth Bartlett. I'm an OBGYN physician in private practice. I've been involved in the prevention of fetal alcohol spectrum disorder for approximately 15 years. As an obstetrician, I feel that we are a large part of the front line in the prevention of FASD. Because we have the opportunity to reach women before they become pregnant and counsel them about the risks of alcohol use during pregnancy, we play an integral role in prevention. Equally important in the prevention and part of the front line are our colleagues in the area of research. And that applies to our recipient this evening of the Star Award for Research, Dr. Christy Petrenko. Dr. Petrenko is broadly trained in clinical psychology and has specific interests and expertise in FASD, child maltreatment, neuropsychology, and preventive interventions. Her current research emphasizes the development and evaluation of novel interventions to improve access and outcomes for children and adults with FASD, and she's contributed to numerous journal publications and book chapters. She currently serves as the president of the FASD study group associated with the research study on alcoholism and is a field editor of the Journal of Alcoholism, Clinical and Experimental Research. With limited resources in the state of New York, she initiated an FASD diagnostic and evaluation clinic, an FASD intervention service, and family night support program in partnership with medical providers at Developmental and Behavioral Pediatrics at the University of Rochester Medical Center to meet the needs of children with FASDs and their families. She and her colleagues are also piloting ECHO FASD, which uses telemonitoring to train primary care providers across the region in FASD diagnosis and care management. Please join me in congratulating Dr. Petrenko on being the Star Award recipient for research.
Well, thank you, everyone. I feel so honored that the chat has just been blowing up from all my friends and colleagues, especially members of the International Adult Leadership Collaborative, which I'm just so honored to have you all here tonight to celebrate with me. Gosh, these things are always so tricky to just feel so honored. I would be remiss without thanking all of the people who really have supported my work. FASD United has played such a large role in informing people across the US and the world about the work that I'm doing, both to help to inform people who may want to participate in our work and projects and partner with us, as well as disseminating the findings from our studies and how they may help people with FASD and their families. I also wouldn't be here without my mentors throughout my career and my colleagues who support our work. Most of all, Ed Riley, who first told me about FASD and inspired me to go down this career path. Also, Sarah Matson and Jeff Wozniak played important roles in some of these names you may know. And then folks like my dear friend and colleague, Heather Olson, who has just nurtured and mentored me throughout some really challenging times of the career. Also, Mary O'Connor and Claire Coles and Julie Cable have been just so instrumental in my work. And I couldn't do any of this without my team at the University of Rochester, who keep me sane as possible and who carry out all of our work every day. We're really trying to change the story we tell about FASD. And really recognizing full people of FASD and their supporters and all the great things they do and what helps them thrive. And we're trying to make a change in increasing access to the supports that folks need. So thank you all for being here, and I feel really, truly honored. And I need to make sure to do my role as well. And I want to say next up is our FASD advocate, Melissa Cook.
Hi, everyone. It's great to be with you this evening to recognize the wonderful work of FASD United and to celebrate and honor tonight's recipients of the Circle of Star Awards. As a parent of children impacted by FASD, I have been active for many years advocating on their behalf and others. Tom Donaldson and FASD United continue to be my go-to place for information about FASD, and especially with their incredible work for the passage of the bipartisan legislation, the FASD Respect Act. It is an honor to award the FASD Justice Star to Billy Edwards. Billy is a deputy public defender with the Los Angeles County Public Defender's Office and has been assigned to the mental health court, where he represents clients in conservatorship and competency proceedings. He is also considered one of the early pioneers in the training of attorneys around issues involving FASD. To fully describe Billy's commitment and accomplishments to the FASD community would take the entire evening. On a personal note, not only has Billy been my go-to person for FASD advocacy, he co-led the 2018 Atlanta FASD training, which had an attendance of 200 at the State Bar of Georgia. On November 3rd, 2009, Billy was appointed as a special editor of the Journal of Psychiatry and Law to spearhead a special issue on fetal alcohol syndrome and the law. In April 2012, his name was placed into the Tom and Linda Daschle Fetal Alcohol Spectrum Disorder Hall of Fame. In that year, he helped draft and edit the American Bar Association's resolution on FASD. Billy was appointed to the board of directors of FASD United to establish the first criminal justice task force for people with FASD. Billy continues to train public defenders and other legal professionals on how to advocate for people with FASD. Billy also established the FASD United Justice Center. Billy has been a tireless advocate, instructor, lecturer, guest speaker, keynote speaker, and panelist for numerous institutions, both nationally and internationally. It is an honor to award the FASD Justice Star to Billy Edwards.
I'm overwhelmed this evening to receive this Star Award from FASD United. In my 25 years of working in the FASD field, I have worked with some of the greatest and most dedicated experts in the field. It has been a true honor working alongside everyone and developing friendships that will last a lifetime. You are truly all family to me. By working with you all, we have consistently drawn attention to fetal alcohol spectrum disorders and its constant misdiagnoses. And together, we have taught and trained so many people, and we have also directly improved the lives of countless individuals with fetal alcohol spectrum disorders. In this festive time of the year, I hope that your happiness is multiplied and your sorrows are divided. May this holiday season and Hanukkah bring you and your family good health, lots of hugs, and much love. Let's share love with everyone. Let's hug everyone. Let's spread happiness with everyone, and don't be afraid to hold hands in public. Leave hatred behind. And let's leave stigma, with all the birth mothers in the United States behind as well. That's my holiday wish for you.
On behalf of the FASD United Affiliate Network, thank you for joining us for Circle of the Stars. I'm Susan Ellsworth, the FASD United Affiliate Director. The FASD United Network is a group of awesome organizations united to further FASD awareness, provide support, improve the quality of life for those affected by prenatal alcohol exposure across the lifespan, and advocate for sustaining policy change. Members of the affiliate network are committed to creating a culture of diversity and inclusion. Our network spans the country to bring positive change to the FASD community. Your tax-free donation helps identify potential or support existing members. Hey, talking about awesome affiliate members, I see Chris Trout, our FASD United Executive Chair.
Thank you, Susan. She's just been super to help me out with everything. My name is Chris Trout, and I'm the current chair of the affiliates, and I am so honored to present the Affiliate Star of the Year Award to the Nevada Families for FASD Awareness for their dedication in supporting families and innovative strategies. The founders, Heather and Thomas Morris, understood the challenges those with prenatal exposure face securing and maintaining employment. So they created and opened up Sugar Mama Cookies to employ individuals with FASD. Sugar Mama Cookies are located in Nevada. However, they ship cookies all over the United States. So be sure and get some ordered for the holidays. Here to accept the Affiliate Star Award is Heather Morris.
Hello, can you hear me? Hopefully you don't hear my dog snoring. Wow, thank you guys so much. That was a very kind introduction, and I still can't believe that we were chosen for this award. But after tonight, there's no takebacks, right? So it's mine. I'm deeply, deeply humbled to accept this award on behalf of Nevada Families for FASD Awareness. I recently attended my first summit as an affiliate and met many wonderful leaders of affiliates across the country. Excuse me, I can only hope to accomplish half of what they've accomplished in our future, and I consider each of them to be an inspiration to us. I want to thank the members of our board, Holly, Crystal, Laura, and Martis, for their constant support and encouragement. Their input and their enthusiasm make our nonprofit possible. I want to thank our family for believing in us, specifically our children. I'm going to go ahead and name them all. Laura, Brianna, Christian, Dakota, Ford, Faith, Elijah, Jeffrey, and Ziva. You all believed in us, and without you, we wouldn't be able to put this all together. And we appreciate your patience as we did so. I want to personally thank my husband, Thomas, for always having my back and sometimes pushing me in it. moving me forward and keeping me going when I needed it. And finally, I'd like to thank my friends at FASD United, because that's what they've become, for reaching out and finding Thomas and I and encouraging us to take that next step and becoming an affiliate. We wouldn't be here without all of you. In closing, I leave you with these wise words from Bill and Ted. Be excellent to each other. Thank you and good night.
Good evening. I'm Laura Bousquet, and I want to say thank you all for joining us this evening. We celebrated our awardees and all of the great work being done for those with FASD. As a new family navigator here at FASD United, it is a privilege to work with families, helping them find much needed information and resources, helping them feel connected, but more importantly, providing hope. Thanks to the donations that we are able to offer services like family navigation to those who need it. Thank you all very much and have a happy holiday and a wonderful new year. Thank you.
Laura, welcome to the FASD United team. We are so thrilled. And what a wonderful evening. I need to say this, and I don't say it often enough, but to the FASD United team, all of you, Andy, Susan, Jen, Heather, Cassidy, Chris, Laura, you really are the best in the business. It is a pleasure to work with you. For Susan, Christy, Lucas, Kate, the board members, Mike, the whole team, it is been so gratifying over the years. And I have to say, especially these last 2 years, it's been so exciting. There's been a boost of enthusiasm throughout the field. I hope you all feel that too. Nights like tonight even amplify that further. So congratulations to all the honorees. You really are not just stars. You are so important to all that we do. Sister Suzette, I've known for at least 20 years. I don't know if she's tuned in tonight, but she'll always be an important part of everything that we do. And Annette, Kenny, I don't even really know Kenny very well at all. Certainly familiar with him and his book, but really the first time I've had a chance to listen to him, and so powerful, so inspiring. We all know Billy, a incredible force in this field. And Heather, so good to meet you, and what you and Thomas are doing with Nevada Families for FASD is really amazing. So thank you. So now we are going to open it up to everyone. Turn off that mute button. This is now the after party. I think we said last year, we intended to just sign off, and we ended up staying on for, I don't know how long, Jen, an hour or so it seemed like. And we just wanted to hear, where are you tonight? What are you doing for the holidays? What kind of year are you having? We hope all is well, but we know sometimes, there are challenges in our lives, and we hope that you can share those with us, and we hope that we can all together be, some type of comfort to one another in times like that. But let's celebrate. Let's take some time, and also, as long as we keep you on the line, we can ask you once again to maybe to contribute. And so I don't know that I can even remember it. I think it's you text FASD to 55661. And then that gets you the link that hopefully you've already found this out.
56651.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
56651.